Okay, we got it. We got it.
Yeah, we in here. Oh,
Got
goodness.
What was that?
Me stretching? Fuck you.
it.
No, what I do? What I ain't.
Mm, mm. I mean, it's been a while since niggas did this. You gotta get back into it. So I'm stretching up.
Yeah, we extremely rusty. We been on a hiatus longer than usual because of a number of things. So
I'm gonna be so honest. I wasn't gonna talk about that at all. I was just gonna start it and keep
I'm
going. Them niggas don't need to know shit.
I'm about to say who said it was harping on it. I was just giving a rough summary. A rough
He
summary.
said, hey, yo. He said, fuck y'all for knowing
Yeah, I
anything.
Yeah,
was giving
nah.
a rough summary.
It was we left and now we back. I wasn't even gonna address the fact that we left. We was just gonna keep doing this like ain't shit happened. Like it wasn't a 2 year
What you mean?
gap.
My God.
What you mean? We ain't never leave.
You right. Niggas was just sleeping. We was sleep. That's what happened. We
I,
went upstairs to our room and we just now came back. That's what happened.
we just took a big old hibernation nap. That's all we did.
Cryogenic sleep.
Mm-hmm. It's like Frylock, you know? Not
Damn.
Frylock. Fry. Why did I say Frylock? Jesus Christ.
That's probably because you're just used to playing it and used to scenarios playing out that way.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, do the intro, Alex.
Welcome, niggas and niggettes, to another episode of A Fan the Podcast. I am Alex. Floyd is here.
Yerp.
JoJo is here.
What it do?
And we are back for another episode. Hopefully this episode won't get canceled by the FCC or any other new affiliated programs and companies and stuff like that. With the recent events of this year's, I guess you can call it an election.
I mean, yeah. That's what I would call it. I
Well,
mean,
it sure didn't feel like it. It felt like a communist demand.
nah.
Yeah, nah.
It feels somehow worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. A communist demand. Is that your indoctrination of years of American propaganda working right there that you just think communism is bad?
Oh Lord.
I mean, I don't have a scale, but if we have to weigh both on the scale, to be honest with you, I really don't know what we are as a nation anymore.
I mean,
Shit.
you know.
I'm being completely honest. I really don't know what we are as a nation. You know, 1 minute we are a threat, next minute we are a laughing stock, then the next minute everybody's kind of just like, yeah, stay away.
Y'all
stay
good over
away
there?
from over there.
I mean,
We
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Hell, I ain't never seen so many other people now trying to protest for us.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should be happy or be like, damn. Are we fucked
Yeah,
up?
it's tough out here. What you mean?
Yeah. You know what? You know what's funny? What's funny is the fact that a long time ago, we were the butt of the joke of the Lion King meme when Simba asks Mufasa, "What's that light over there?" or "What's that darkness over there?" And
Yeah.
it's funny because I was like, "Ha ha ha!" You know, that's pretty funny. And look, and the meme recently came back around, and I was just like, "Dang, so you just gonna throw this in my face now?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's terrible out here. But, you know, maybe this will kick some niggas into overdrive. And when I say niggas, I don't mean black people. I just mean everybody. I mean niggas in the most general term of people. Like all of you fuckers.
Yeah, of
We
course.
need to
I
do
mean,
something.
Of course.
realistically, people are now noticing, like, I believe the moment the orange man got into office, I'm not saying his name on the podcast, but once he got in office, people realized, oh, we might need to start saving, we might need to start looking to do other things. It's like, y'all kind of took a little bit too long, but I'm glad y'all got here, though.
All I'm gonna say is, hopefully we won't need it, but get your weapons up.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hopefully you won't need it, but get your weapons up just in case.
Just in case. And I hate the fact that we having this type of dialogue because of the fact that we now have to think about, okay, our weapons, like our voice is our weapons, our finances is our weapons. The actual use of firearms is, unfortunately, in this case, a weapon. It's just a lot right now. And going back to what I stated, like literally seconds ago, if we're talking about finances, the DEI has been making its entire run in the press as early as, I want to say, late last weekend, early Monday morning. I don't have the full list, but some of the companies that have reneged on DEI has been Amazon, Walmart, and I want to say about around 9 a.m., 10 a.m., Target was the newest store to be added to that long list.
Don't forget McDonald's.
Yes, and
you know the super obvious ones. Like,
yes,
that's not really shocking, and it is what it is. It's fine.
Like your GNC, your Ace Hardware, your Baskin Robbins.
Yeah. Speaking of getting rid of like DEI like stuffs that were instituted, a couple of y'all might notice that Jeff isn't here, and unfortunately, he was a casualty to that. He was our diversity hire because he's weird. No, I'm just fucking around. No, he just couldn't be here today.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I was holding in a laugh.
Yeah, Jeff is on whatever side mission he's on. That might be his new nickname, side mission Jeff.
That nigga's on sabbatical.
Yeah, he's still in hibernation. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, I'm confused, I'm mad, I'm hurt. I'm trying to read up as much of this as possible. Because ever since he got back into office, this man has been on a tear. I don't want to make this whole show about him because we actually got good topics today. But I feel like to kind of just keep things on an even keeled level, I feel like this is the one where we can kind of just like harp on just a little bit.
Yeah, no.
I get that. I do just want to say about DI high that I don't want, like Alex said, I don't want to harp on it long. That the DI hires attack a whole lot more than just race. It attacks sex. It attacks disability. So now with more people, more jobs, taking it back, they could just not hire you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
And it sucks because, the next complaint that I don't think they see long term is the fact that, nobody doesn't want jobs. It's not the fact that nobody don't want jobs and nobody doesn't work. It's just the fact that you've relinquished your policies over to somebody who's not thinking long term. And so now when it comes to filling out these positions and looking for employment, you lose a big chunk of us as black and brown people. And we now have to kind of like weed things out. And it works both ways too. Not only do you lose us as physical bodies and physical employees, but there are a lot of people who are also taking their black and brown dollars out of these places. I mean, it's not a drastic change, but I feel like there's a slow leak and it's not making any noise right now. But I say give it some time, it's going to make some real noise.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
But, that's one of those things where people fuck around, and whether they rue the consequences of the find out part, we won't notice until years from now, unfortunately. So.
Yeah, man, we shall see, man. For those who are Shocked by the list, shocked by the stores. I say, this is totally up to you. Do what you will with your money, do what you will with your finances, do what you will on how you conduct yourself. I know for some people their hands are tied because these places do offer cheaper alternatives than the next. I just hope and pray that, maybe there'll be a change of heart during this term and everybody realize like, okay, like we was wilding. But for those who are gung ho and are standing arm in arm with this man, like be prepared to face more so financial repercussions than actual physical and verbal repercussions.
Yeah, especially
it's definitely going to be one of those. It's gonna hit your pockets. It's gonna hit your pockets.
Oh yeah, because I feel like they fail to realize on how big the black and brown dollar, and even not even just that, people like take Chicago for example. It's blacks, it's Puerto Ricans, Salvadorians. You got people from the Mediterranean. You got people from the Virgin Islands that's here. You got people who are from Russia that are here. And it's just the fact that once you realize that, okay, the United States is not just white. And for those who think like the United States is white, you are still under the old doctrine of your great, 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 great lineage. And I feel like once you actually do the numbers and see that we are, as far as like population, we outbeat white America in population. And the value the value of our dollar is more compared to the U.S. Dollar itself.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, white people are the minority in a majority state full of minorities.
Exactly. So going back to what Floyd said, they're gonna feel it in their pockets for sure. We just don't know the timeline as to when and as to where.
Yeah, definitely.
Any closing thoughts on this topic?
Fuck that nigga.
Fuck that nigga. If the closest store you got is Target for things, I don't blame you going. Right. But if you can go to Costco, go ahead.
Okay, yes. So let's make that very clear. Yes. It's like you have to do what's good for you as a person. So if McDonald's is probably, which in a lot of like black and brown communities, McDonald's is probably the easiest thing to get food at. Walmart is probably the easiest store to go to for groceries and shit. If you got to do that shit, you got to do that shit. You need to live. So
no, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, until these alternatives present themselves, you like Floyd said, you have to do what you have to do. Like with me, I wish I was by Aldi right now because like I would have been like, hey, we Aldi, we team Aldi over here. But now looking around, I am close to a Walmart. I am close to a Target. And I'm a nice little drive away from a Costco. But at this point, like you said, we just gotta just do what we have to do to survive until these alternatives present themselves.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Also, a little side note, because I also went to Target today. Boy, are they having a struggle with eggs?
Oh well, yeah. That's the bird flu kicking the egg industry ass. That's gonna be everywhere,
Mm-hmm. I feel like they found out that Trump was back in office, so all the baby birds was like, "Oh yeah."
So hey, take me out.
All the hens was like, "Oh yeah, we finna." I'm sorry, y'all got to deal with this, but we trying to get that nigga. So if y'all get sick, we sorry, but we actually trying to get that nigga.
We trying to get him up out of here,
right? Speaking of up out of here, and also grand return, TikTok played in our face last weekend. And
oh, did it really?
TikTok played in a lot of people's face last weekend. People were devastated. Content creators went to apps that are unknown to man, trying to take their following to Instagram. Some of you were trying to take their following back to Facebook, which is like
wow
for
fucking
that.
Facebook. Huh? What do you
wow for
Facebook?
Yes. There was some
Who the hell was taking that
There
audience
was
of
some
Facebook?
people in the article I read. They didn't disclose the name of the content creators, but they said some were trying to take their fan base and spread them across the board from Facebook all the way down to Snapchat, if possible.
That's crazy.
To Snapchat is
That's even worse.
Yeah,
Snapchat?
Yes, that's even way worse.
Bro.
Just take them to
I'm gonna be
YouTube.
so honest. The only reason I still even have a Snapchat is because I have a streak that's close to 1,000 days right now. I ain't losing it. So
Gotcha. I have a
That's fair.
Snapchat because at one point it was the thing to have, and we all know it was the thing to have. Now I just have it, and it's kind of just serves no
Sitting
purpose
there.
to be sitting in my phone.
Yeah.
To be honest with you,
no, literally, I send
Oh.
my streaks out and then don't touch the app again. Like
Right.
that's it.
yeah,
I only have it when someone randomly sends me something like a message.
right,
Mhm.
After that, I don't really use the damn.
right. That it's now like an alternative to receive messages now. You know, if you don't feel like actually typing or texting a person, like bro, if it's super short and super quick, just send it through Snap, and now look at it at my own convenience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, TikTok has recently been in the news, man. Not only for its grand return in less than 12 hours. Well, give it a good 16 last weekend.
Yeah, it was 16.
Yeah,
About
it
16.
felt like 16.
To now only in recent news that people are actually selling their iPhones with the app still installed.
Damn it, you beat me to it.
Oh yeah.
They are selling that phone for $58,000 on
that is-
eBay.
that's just the
because
starting price.
people want
And
it.
that's just the starting price. That's just the base price.
Yeah, I seen a couple that was like 10,000, and I'm sitting there, and I was looking at it, and I looked up, and I was like, I need. Oh, speaking of my fucking, I recently, a couple of you will know, I recently switched over to Android because I got the Motorola Flip, the Razor Flip joint,
Mm-hmm.
and I forgot that I'm an irresponsible child, and if it's not indestructible, it will break. So I broke it.
My goodness.
That,
My goodness.
ooh,
Yeah.
Flo,
So it's not
bro,
fixed. Which
that's
is
the
why I'm
reason?
back on my iPhone. Yes. But so
Oh.
I saw that and I was like, damn, I need to go get that razor fix. I'm finna make a lick. I will give up TikTok. I don't give a fuck.
Well, here's the thing. The night that it shut down, I actually got rid of the app entirely because I was thinking like, all right, I didn't want TikTok in the beginning. When I got it, I found myself like it was a part of my everyday life when it shouldn't have been. Like I would normally get up, look at the weather, and get myself together. I found myself getting up, jumping right on TikTok, and just diving in right into the BS.
Yeah.
Just diving right into it.
Yeah.
And so now that it's gone, you know, I feel a little bit better. I feel a little bit better. I mean, it sucks because like, you know, I'm trying to find what I found on TikTok on IG, and that's not happening. But
It'll never happen, Jay.
Yeah. It's just one of
won't
those things where it's kind of like I'm just glad that part of my life was gone. But if I knew that the starting price was $58K, I would have looked at Sandra and like, we on the come up. We finna hit this lick.
I mean, look, let's really think about it. Man, this phone was only like what, $1,200. I'm getting a $57,000 profit.
Yes.
Give me the phone.
eBay,
Here you go. You want an
eBay,
express
take
ship?
your percentage. Give me the rest. Give me my money.
Give me the fucking
Right.
rest.
Give me,
Give me
my
my
money.
Here's the funny thing. When TikTok went down, I was still scrolling, seeing old trends and things go down. And the whole time I'm thinking like, damn, my streak's about to disappear. Because Floyd randomly wanted to start sending goddamn streak pets
Yeah.
at the tail end of this
Bro,
bullshit.
I didn't find out until I sent it to you.
Yeah, man.
I was like, really? Y'all tell me this right now? When I'm finna lose it?
Yeah, man. It's funny because it's like, you know, okay, some of my content creators that I follow, I've been trying to keep up with, like Jordan, for example. Well, maybe you too, Floyd. I don't know if I sent this guy to you also. The guy Craig. it's this guy named Craig, and he's known for like his like different type of like fashion sense stuff like that.
Oh, him. Yeah.
So I followed him.
You hate me, I get it.
Oh my god. I followed him on TikTok.
This fucking guy.
And I kept up with him on Instagram. Like he now lives in Chicago now.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh shit.
So, you know, that's one content creator that kind of like, I'm following him on IG. And right now I'm just trying to just like find the rest if I can. You know.
I mean, I gotta give it to TikTok though, because the day it was going down, if I didn't follow them on a different platform, I forced myself to follow them on a different platform.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Oh.
And then it came back too soon, and I was like, what the?
And let's also, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, in the time that it was down, I found myself scrolling like on Instagram Reels and I just remember going, I didn't put no kind of effort into this algorithm. What is this shit they trying to show me, G? Like,
exactly.
Hey, yo,
exactly.
Hey, yo, real talk. How many times did y'all try to click TikTok?
Oh, every
in the span of 16 hours to be like, oh shit, nope.
Left an app. So my thing is, every time I leave an app, my body just automatically clicks TikTok. So it just kept happening all day.
Muscle memory.
This shit not working. Yeah, it's like, this shit not working. Why the fuck I keep clicking it? And I thought about moving it off my home screen until it came back, because some told me the shit was coming back super quick. But I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to just wait it out. It'll be fine. I'll probably learn to not do it. And lo and behold, I didn't even need to learn to not do it. It just came back.
Yeah, man. It's a wild circumstance. But I do want to talk about this one thing that as people, as millennials, as the younger generation, as the older generation, the night of the crash outs. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The night of the crash outs.
Man, that right, Jordan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it still up?
Yeah.
The night of the crash outs. So what's funny is the fact that, you know, I didn't know anything about the night of the crash outs because, you know, I'm doing my normal thing. I'm on my For You page. That's how we all find people we want to follow. So my For You page is full of comedy, music, and tech and anime. So I'm just going through it, seeing the usual stuff. Boy, at one point, it was just nothing but titties for like 1 point.
Okay.
And I was just like, wait a minute, hold on.
Somebody was like, oh, TikTok going down, but before it go down, I'm going to show Hole a little later. And I was like, you going to do what? You going to show what?
Gee, I got on that side of TikTok so last minute. Now I'm like, wait, why are you showing Hole in full on cleavage?
I'm talking about people were crashing out. People were showing titties. People were showing peen. I'm pretty sure, like, they was crashing out that day. Out that day for sure.
And not just like that type of crash outs either. It was also like people like these, especially like these fucking influencers. Well, since TikTok is leaving, let me tell you this secret about how everything I did, I really didn't fucking do. And I got famous off of not doing anything but tricking you into thinking I did that thing. And I was like, wow.
Dude, the way the gym side on TikTok that I'm always on blew out of proportion because most of the women, like, I lied to y'all. I don't do these workouts. I don't really eat like this either. I got a BBL. But I made y'all buy this money. I made y'all give me money, though.
I'm like, why would you fuck your bag up like that? Yes. Like, even if TikTok was leaving, it's other platforms, nigga. Go to YouTube. Make some long form content.
Again.
What are you doing?
Nigga, they could have just went to Instagram. It's not the same as TikTok, but you can still build.
Here's the thing, these are the people who live off of instant gratification. They don't think long term. Like, okay, remember we was in school, you had short term planning and long term planning?
Mm-hmm.
They was not thinking long term. They thought TikTok is here, TikTok is now. TikTok got me this G-Wagon. got these
honestly,
sponsorships.
a lot of them went, oh yeah, let me get this. Let me do this because I know it's gonna do numbers. It's finna get hit. I'm finna get this last TikTok check out of these niggas. That's what they was thinking.
Yes.
And lo and
And
behold,
then came back.
not even a full 24 hours later. So what was that shit you was saying?
Right.
Explain
Well,
yourself.
hey.
Exactly. Niggas was getting emails like, dang, hey, TikTok, hey, you know, I was just trying to follow the trend, right? You know, it was hashtag
Account
not at the
gone.
crash house. I thought we was trending.
It's gone now. Account
Right.
gone. Bye bye. And while we dealing with that in America, we come back and the British talking about geography, kilograms and Celsius, and then beans on toast.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about
fuckers with the beans on. Ooh.
I felt like doing that 16 hours, some serious monetization happened.
Oh yeah, sure.
Serious monetization happened.
Alex, I don't think you noticed because when I got back on the app, that shit was moving slow.
Yeah, so you
for a second, I'm like,
you
what
can't
the fuck is
update
up?
it, so it's gonna lag. Right now we working on a version that's probably, I want to say, maybe 7 months old. It's running on a 7-month-old server. But it also depends on how often people update their phones. So if you didn't update your phones during its heyday, which is weird saying it's heyday because, you know, nobody should ever witness the death and the rebirth of an app, which is crazy. You know what's the last time we witnessed the death and the rebirth of an app? Flappy Bird.
Oh shit!
I forgot about Flappy Bird.
Flappy Bird.
Yeah, I wasn't really on that wave. I played Flappy Bird, but I was like, all right, this is cool, and deleted that shit like.
But it was the fact.
Later.
It was the fact that Flappy Bird was a government threat.
I don't know how it was, but it was a government.
Was a government threat, and we killed off the app. And when Flappy Bird came back, people was like, "It is not the same."
Yeah. You know, it's terrible how they do things like that.
Yeah, man.
Also, speaking of not the same, a lot of people have been complaining that their For You page isn't the same. I was like, what are y'all doing? Because my shit still hitting the same. My shit hit like it did the day before. So I don't know what's up with these people, but I think a lot of people get into that whole, oh, well, if somebody said my shit down, like they shit down, then my shit is obviously different. Like they fall into that, like that hive mind type of thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all just either just saying it to like be cool, which a lot of people do, or you genuinely let them convince you that your shit was different because you just didn't pay attention to your algorithm like that. Like I keep track of my TikTok algorithm because if it start looking funny, I go to shit I like and make sure it pop up the way I want it to.
Of course,
yeah, 100%.
But people also want somebody to hold their hand and actually. You have to block accounts. If there's certain stuff that you don't want to see, don't just keep scrolling. Just block it.
Yeah. Not interested.
Yeah, I blocked it a couple of times.
But people want other people to hold their hand.
You blocked too?
Huh?
What'd you say?
None.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm about to say, hold on. Yeah, we gonna play this back when Floyd put it out.
Hey, don't worry about it. He'll listen back.
I mean, I gotta edit it, so yeah, I will.
Oh man. Okay, so in the same vein of how America is wilding, I sent you guys a clip from this all-female podcast called Poor Minds, right? I have listened to their show, but not on a daily basis because there are certain things that I necessarily can't pull from because I feel like one, I'm not a woman. And then two, I feel like their core audience is women who could relate, because I feel like if I listen to it, it'll be kind of be like, huh? But I still support them no matter what. I still support them no matter what. I just know that the fact that what they saying is not targeted to me as an audience member, you know?
Okay, so you said you sent us a clip, and I immediately went, where the fuck he sent me a clip? So I go looking for it. You ain't sent me no goddamn clip.
No, you sent the clip. You just sent the whole damn episode.
Oh. I didn't send a clip?
You didn't tell us no timestamp or nothing.
Hold on.
Where'd you send that? I didn't even get that.
Wait, okay.
He said it in a regular message.
This is really fast.
That didn't pop up for me.
Alright, this is really fast. This is a really short clip. I know you guys got your phones by you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is a real short clip.
I think I had to listen to it because I listened to a little bit of the that episode. And I was like, the first beginning.
Okay,
I was like, what
so
the fuck?
here we go. I'm sending it right now. It's super short. So I want you guys to like hear it for sure in real time. This is actually pretty good. Listening to a clip in real time. All right, I sent it to you guys on IG.
All right, bet. Yeah, no, you ain't sent me this. You goddamn liar.
My bad. I sent Jordan the whole show because I feel like this is more so Jordan's speed with the topic that they're talking about.
No, there's a reason. There's a reason why he said it.
All right, somebody play the clip so I can hear it.
Yeah,
okay.
You.
I got y'all. Shout out Lex P. Shout out Dre Nicole.
Is we going? Is he playing?
Can y'all not hear it?
I heard a little bit of it.
God,
I'm gonna say,
you know what? I'm gonna go listen to it after the episode, and then somehow I'm gonna split it. I'm gonna split myself in like I heard it beforehand. Don't worry about it.
Okay, basically from what I'm seeing is.
Give me a summary.
Hold on. I think I
can
can do it.
Hold on.
I think I can do it.
So basically, what?
Okay.
All right, cool.
Let's give it a shot. Hold on. Let me make sure it's not too loud. All right, there we go.
Be afraid to let that motherfucker go down your throat. Because if it go down your throat, it creates a lot of spit. And it gets real slobby and real. Let that go down. Let it go down back there. Good. You gotta feel like you finna see Tupac in about 2 more seconds. You finna be singing, but above all this, I wish you goodbye. Let it slide back there a little bit. It's okay. Stop being cute. Stop being cute.
Yeah. That's a good ass tip. I feel like you can't be afraid to get ugly.
Ooh.
Fine girls be afraid to look ugly.
Show me your face that you made.
No, I can't.
I wanna see.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna take somebody's gonna die tonight.
All right.
Crazy.
All right. So she not wrong. Let's put it like that. She not wrong.
Lex is not wrong.
No. I love Lex because Lex is honest. Lex is super honest. And the reason why I brought this up was not only because it's a funny clip and because like Lex's honesty. I brought it up because it's like, okay, we all know that sex is one of the biggest markets now that is not taboo, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to a certain degree, but
it ain't. It is, but it ain't.
To a certain extent, yeah.
To a certain extent. Now, I feel like now we live in a day and age where everything has a price tag, including sex. So, which brings up the topic is like, okay, I want to ask you guys, when did you guys know that sex is being marketable? Like where were you guys in a point in time when you had that inclination that was like, oh, sex actually sells?
Roger Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah. I say, damn. Okay. But no, I think that's one of those things where like a lot of people will tell you like prostitution is like the oldest profession, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sex has always been marketable. Sex sells. That's where that fucking phrase come from in the first place. It's like people want to be prudish about it, but you know, sex is always going to appeal to everyone. Well,
yeah.
Not everyone.
I mean,
not the asexuals, but whatever.
I think I noticed, like I always known that sex sells, especially because seeing porn like around what you do. I think I noticed it way more around the boom of COVID, where someone can randomly like start, say for instance, like their guest out the blue, and then automatically probably in the same day probably got sick.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. The OF era was wild.
Yeah, it really was. Me personally, I want to say, I knew it was marketable going back to like music videos. Going back to your neighborhood barbershop and seeing the Jet magazines on the table, the King magazines on the table. Every so often in the XXL magazines, when they do like the freshman list, they'll sneak in a couple articles about this video vixen of the week or this video model of the year, and stuff like that. But going back to what Jordan said, I feel like when we actually saw people making a living was doing the OF era, like for sure, like pandemic
normal
on.
People making a living. Let's really
yes.
rephrase that.
Normal people.
Like, I don't think it was normal living. I think it was above normal living.
It was above because it's the fact that it was money in hand. Like the demand of that money in hand process was instantaneous. Like you cut the middleman out. Back then, I felt like you cut the middleman out, but now it's gotten to the point where it's like, okay, now we have to take taxes out because.
Oh no, they were still getting taxed.
I mean, true,
but they were still getting taxed.
But that percentage was probably little to none. Now that they see that people are actually bringing in 6 to 7 figures, is crazy. Because I remember I brought this up on a few episodes before. OnlyFans was like Patreon, where it was only meant for like influencers and celebrities. Like, hey, you want this behind the scenes look on this movie we're shooting? Pay $5 and we're gonna show you the clips. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who said, all right, we're finna get raunchy on this mug and make a couple hundred, and that 100 turned into a couple thousand, and then that 1,000 made its way into $1 million. Is crazy.
I mean, I don't know how OF out of all sites became what it is today because Patreon still exists.
Yeah, Patreon
people can still do the same thing.
Patreon was doing the same thing. I just don't know why OnlyFans became so popular for it.
We really don't know, and we can't. I guess ask people who did it because nobody knows who did it first. And the person who did it first stepped back into the shadows and is rubbing their hands like Mr. Burns, like excellent, because they kicked it off. They kicked it off, and I wouldn't be surprised that the person who did it is probably somebody in house.
I mean, maybe. But it is what it is. That's what we got now, and a lot of people get mad at people for being like making their primary income like OnlyFans, and I was like, you just hating because you can't do it. Because if you could, you would.
Yeah. So if you had the body and you had the parts, and people are willing to buy it, shit, I'll do it too.
It's a lot of people who don't have the look, who don't have the body, that still do it.
Yeah, and still
getting money.
Yeah, and still make.
You gotta find your audience.
Exactly.
No matter what kind of content you create, if you find your audience, you good.
There's the market.
I think the end of the day, it's about being comfortable doing this shit and not giving a fuck because you still making the money. Anything. The only difference is you're naked.
If you want to cook bacon topless for $30,000, they gonna do it. Bacon grease all on the titties. I'm talking about just sore marks everywhere. They gonna do it.
And the funny thing is, people be saying that's not an honest living. Well, it's not your way of making money, but hey, I'm sitting back over here making what you making a whole year and 2
also,
weeks.
what considers an honest living when all professions?
Yeah, that's what I was.
You can still get paid
it's
under
like
the table for all professions.
It's like an honest living is something that isn't illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What they doing isn't illegal. You just don't like it.
Yeah.
Because you're a bitch.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
Man.
Like, I know a couple people that have done it, and I've seen the lengths of what people would send to content creators like that. I'm like, oh, they really pay for this thing, huh?
And that's another thing. That's another thing why it's so popular. Because, you know, we got these fucking degenerates out here asking for whatever the fuck they want. And they'll pay for it.
Exactly.
Please put barbecue sauce on your titties. I will give you $1,500.
They pay premium prices for whatever degenerate they are in.
And Jordan, it's not only that. They want you to get the specific brand. They want you to do it at a specific time of day. And then, if the base price is $1,500, by the end of the night, you get $150,000 because you dressed it up for them and put it on the boat for them. So that
the more niche it
real
is,
life shit,
the more
niggas are going broke.
Yes,
niggas are going broke, giving these women money. And I'm not gonna lie, I take my hat off to the women because they getting their money, but these niggas are dumb.
Yes,
I mean. Yes, it is on the outside of it, just looking in. Obviously, the face of it is women doing this, but dudes be getting their money too.
Of course, yeah. It's some lady.
Yeah, of course.
A lot harder.
It's some lady asking a guy.
Once a man find his audience, the men audience. Yes,
because
mostly,
right now,
but not even just then. Like even Rainy, like them niggas, they pay man's money. Like
yes, like right now as we speak, it's probably a guy in full Winnie the Pooh with a baseball jersey on because this lady want him to hit an orange with his penis.
It's weird,
and she telling that man
got their kinks,
and she telling that man to knock it out the park.
Put it on the T-ball stand.
He hurting, but at the end of the night, he finna get $250,000.
You finna get this money. You feel me?
Yes.
So I've always been of the, if it ain't bothering you, what you so upset for?
Very much so.
They hurting you. Why you in their business?
Exactly. If you don't like it, you can not pay attention to it. Nobody's putting a gun to your head and telling you to wake up every day of the week. Hey, go to OnlyFans and get mad.
And now go to Twitter and be like, I can't believe what these women are doing nowadays to make $1.
The more you talk about it, the more you see it, baby. Exactly. You just setting yourself up to be mad.
Talking about where all the wholesome women at. The wholesome women are out here. You just refuse to go out and touch some grass.
You in your basement.
When was the last time? You in the basement gooning where you could just find your love of your life at a Barnes and Noble. It said your favorite pastime is touching the Jergens bottle.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of gooners, y'all hear about Drake filing another? Well, not another, but y'all hear about his defamation lawsuit against UMG now?
Yes.
That nigga looks like a clown.
And thank you for that segue because now that the dust has settled, we can now talk about the aftermath from this Kendrick versus Drake series.
Which, by the way, we was not recording around this time. That was a beautiful time.
It was.
To be
I'm
I'm
actually kind of glad that we wasn't recording around that time because there was no way. It was
something new, like every day.
Yes. We would have had to record every single day.
Actually, almost we had to do a 24-hour live stream.
Literally.
Of that shit.
Yeah, we would have.
Stay on live.
Right. We would have. We would have had to pay somebody or some server. But I'm kind of glad that we didn't record because we got to see it in real time. We got to watch the reactions of people in real time. I have never felt more like a neuroscientist ever in my life. I felt like I was walking around this place with a chalkboard.
Jesus.
Because
God.
It was so much decoding, so much deciphering, so much connecting the dots. Like this was like a pastime.
Niggas was.
I think I remember the day when Euphoria dropped. Then we got Family Matters. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Wait. What's this next song that just came right after? Meet the Grams.
Oh my god, that whole
shit.
That whole time frame was just like, if you wasn't privy, you missed a whole lot,
bro.
Nigga, I thought Kendrick was dropping another thing almost for 3-4 days straight.
I remember when Euphoria dropped. Like, I remember where I was at. Euphoria is my 9/11. I'll never forget where I was at when Euphoria dropped, my nigga.
Yes, me and Jordan was at work.
Yeah.
We didn't work for 45 minutes.
Oh hell no!
Because we was just listening to Euphoria.
Listen, I was working in a restaurant at the time. I wasn't doing shit when Euphoria. I was stopping niggas from doing their job. Come listen to this real quick.
Yes. We didn't work for 45 minutes.
We was just surrounded by a speaker, just like with just standing there, arms crossed,
trying to connect the dots on the clock.
I know why it was so impactful for me, because in my heart of hearts, I didn't think he was dropping. I thought Kendrick was going to do his usual thing where he'll drop a verse, say what he need to say, and that'd be it. Niggas just going to have to live with that.
Yes, of course.
And then Euphoria, I was like, he responded? Kendrick in the battle, y'all?
Yes. And then, what I was going to say was the fact that, usually in rap battles in this situation, both parties are going to experience a incline and a decline. But the only time we saw that was with Drake. Kendrick was on the incline from Euphoria on.
Yeah.
And I remember even the moment Family Matters dropped, I was sitting on the couch saying like, okay, this is okay. It's all right. Look down. Go to Twitter. See Meet the Grams. Put Meet the Grams on. Hear the beat and instantly go like, oh, shit.
And you know what's funny?
We're going for a ride.
Who was the winner in this beef?
Us?
I mean, yeah. I mean, obviously.
Oh,
but
okay. All right.
The Alchemist. One of my favorite producers of all time. The Alchemist. The Alchemist in 2024 was on a run. I'm talking about.
If I remember correctly, didn't he win a producer of the year?
I want to say he did. But he was on a tear.
Well, would you? Okay, yeah, I get it. Honestly, yes, he was on a tear.
Mm-hmm.
But would you say he really won that when Metro had BBL Drizzy?
Yes, because
Meet the
Grams had such a scary and eerie vibe that it made niggas everywhere go.
And here's the backstory about Meet the Grams. Meet the Grams beat was just Alchemist messing around in the studio. That beat is actually like 3-4 years old.
Oh, it's a throwaway.
Yeah, it wasn't even supposed to see the light of day.
That's crazy.
And then we danced on Drake for a whole entire summer, and not like us.
He dropped Meet the Grams, and then he was like, you know what? Hit that nigga with a Nagasaki. Oh, damn, that was kind of fucked up.
Damn, dog.
But that's what it felt like when Not Like Us dropped, though. Especially when you heard it, I was like, oh yeah, that nigga dead. Like,
Not Like Us gave us not only the song of the summer, the song of the year, but it gave us quotables. It gave people who were reviewing food, clothes, fashion, something to play on. Because didn't Kendrick kind of like relinquish the whole like licensing thing so that creatives can use his music to stuff?
Yes.
For the beefs, yes.
Yeah, did.
Another win. Drake wasn't going to do that. So yeah, even though They Not Like Us was beating over my head, the man won.
Yeah. But okay, so hear me out though. it's like obviously Kendrick won landslide victory, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are saying that Drake's shit wasn't good, and I was like, come on now, let's not do that.
Right.
Because in my opinion, I really enjoy. I'm one of those people who enjoy battle Drake. That nigga just do grow, and he just do great. I love it when Drake start rapping again. That's me. I was like, this nigga rapping, all right.
Me too. Me too.
I know I said this to both of y'all before, but you know, we went on the podcast. My favorite part about that was one, Drake started rapping again.
Yes.
Two, we got consistent drops from Kendrick.
Yes.
To me, best year ever. Like you can't tell me different.
Hands down.
I said the exact same thing the other day. Like, don't get me wrong, people are giving a lot of credit to Kendrick out this beef. I'm like, you gotta give it to Drake too. Yes, we may not like all of his songs that he dropped for the beef, but he got Kendrick to rap and drop shit constantly, and the beef was exciting.
Okay, I will say this. I don't think he necessarily got Kendrick to rap. I felt like Drake got Kendrick to do the one thing that a lot of people weren't able to do, which was to continuously poke the bear.
Yeah.
You know, because I never doubted Kendrick Lamar rap skills at all, but I felt like they continuously got him to do something that a lot of people said he was going to do but never do. And then the bear you poked was actually the biggest sleeping giant of 2024.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing about that was it's like Kendrick actually was like, you know what? Let me show you niggas what the West Coast really about, and just took off on him.
Yes.
It's like y'all must think I'm pussy or something.
Right.
Niggas must forgot that he's the only rapper with a Pulitzer Prize. Pen game is lethal.
I mean, yeah, but okay. So at the start of this, because I was like, I was with a lot of people. I was like, oh shit, Drake finna get him a win, but I didn't think it was gonna be like a Meek Mill type win. You know?
Of course.
I was like, okay, but I was like, because I didn't see Kendrick being rap beef connoisseur, you know, just a rap beef murderer, hash slinging slasher. You know? So I was like, oh, Drake gonna do what he do. Kendrick gonna drop a song, and it's gonna be. It was gonna be. I was so sure it was gonna be like to Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick. And I was like, we don't need that. We don't need that, Kendrick. We need like a more aggressive, good kid, Mad City, Kendrick.
Yeah,
nigga, you thought he was getting T-Pal?
How he was. Especially after Mr. Morale. You didn't think I was gonna think that?
You know, that's also fair.
Yeah.
But he came through. He dropped Euphoria, and I was like, damn, this finna be the greatest beef of all time. I was like, oh, it's finna get Drake, you gotta respond right now. Come on.
Yeah.
I was so excited for that shit.
Yeah. And it felt good. It felt good to see it. It felt good to just watch something just unfold in front of our eyes in real time. I for one am thoroughly pleased on both competitors. I do want to touch on something that I'm probably sure y'all probably be like, all right, whatever. But J. Cole. Now, I personally felt like, you know, J. Cole was right for putting out the 7-minute song because
7-minute drill.
Yeah. Because because I felt like I like him and Kendrick's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I was the one that got questions too, like, okay, dang, like, you know, are we actually going to see two guys who actually have a brotherhood like fight? Because, you know, I'm with it either way, but it just didn't sit right with me. And then when he pulled back the song because he was like, all right, this is going to disturb my peace, I kind of felt how everybody was feeling, but I also respect him for doing that because out of the backlash that he received, at the very end of the day, do you want to live with something like that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I'm also agreeing with you, Alex, because I think me and you are probably one of the two that's seeing the same thing. Because granted, yes, do you want to see J. Cole go into this beef and rap as well? Hell yeah. Do I also believe that it was the smartest thing for him to do? Hell yeah. I have nothing but respect for the move, especially because of the brotherhood that Kendrick and Cole have. I would rather have them on the same song than beefing.
Okay. So I guess I got to be that guy.
Boo this nigga.
I'm gonna take my glasses off. That was a bitch ass move. People. That was the weakest. My mom is a white woman move I've ever seen a light skinned nigga pull. Besides what Drake did after the beef ended. But two things can be right at the same time. It could be a bitch ass move, but also probably the smartest thing he did in that moment. You know, he thought, and this is probably just in my head, like my head canon, right?
Mm-hmm.
He probably thought, he was like, oh yeah, it's finna be the big three. We all finna go at it. It's finna be cool. Like he thought it was, as Kendrick said, a friendly fade. And then he probably learned afterwards, like, oh no, these niggas really hate each other. I don't have that kind of animosity with any one of them. So I would just pull out. Which, granted, you could have pulled out and just left your song up. I mean, you said it. It's on the internet.
Yeah.
Everybody else pulled it. I could go to YouTube and listen to it right now. You might as well make some money off of it, my nigga. Like,
yeah, but I also feel that too, because it's like, okay, we finna have the biggest triple threat in rap history. But I also feel that too, where it's kind of just like one of them things where it's like, you know, yeah, you could have kept the song up and could have got some money for it. But yeah. I also still feel like if it was gonna disturb J. Cole's peace and the next project we get was not gonna be peak J. Cole, then I don't want it.
Bro, it's J. Cole. It's not gonna be peak J. Cole. He can only do that on features.
Oh my god. He can do it.
What are you talking about?
He can do it on albums.
We are not about to do this today on feature Cole or album Cole.
J. Cole albums be ass. What are y'all talking about?
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Alright. You know what? We had this debate back in 2017 when we first started this. I'm not gonna bring it up. I'm just saying.
Okay. We're not gonna bring up old wounds. We're not gonna bring up old beefs. You know, but I will want to announce something before we move on to our last two topics. At some point, we have to do this thing that I've seen other podcasts do, and I would like to see how heated this podcast is going to get, and rework the top 50 MC rappers list.
Oh fuck no!
I want to see it done. I want to see it done on this show.
Damn. Oof. All right.
Oh, it's about to get heated. It's about to.
I want to see
it. Yeah. And you want to know how I know it's gonna get heated? Because I was listening to our blended playlist the other day, Jordan.
Oh shit.
And a song came on, and I went, and I was actually going to text a group chat about this because it was Tweaker, right? And it came. I was driving, so I couldn't see who put it on. So I was going to text the group chat. Whoever is responsible for this fuck ass song being in this playlist, I'm gonna slap you. And then I thought about it. I was like, shit. All the ignorant music is usually me and Jeff. So if it's me, just say fuck you and I'll let it go. But no, to this day, I still haven't looked to see who's responsible for Tweaker being in our blended playlist. So
here's the funny thing though, because that blended playlist, and I wish Alex had Spotify for this. The hood rat shit is mostly you and Jeffrey. So when Tweaker comes through, I think it probably was me. Because I also be on some random bullshit, like the way I would listen to Slug Me Out by NLE Chopper, and it's like it will now be in that blended playlist. And I'm like, hey, hands up, I didn't do it, even though I did it.
Yeah.
So if we talk about this 50 MC thing, I know the top 15 finna be a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fight.
Yeah, it definitely is. Speaking of a fight, well, I want to say this is more so of a loss than a fight. Chicago Bears, we got our man. We got our man that we was campaigning for. We got our man that the rumor wheels was spinning this past NFL season. We got our new head coach, Ben Johnson.
And it took us a while to get rid of fucking Eberflus.
I felt like we played the longest game of chess season after season after season. But that's neither here nor there. I want to know, have you guys been keeping up with the other additions that have been happening around the Chicago Bears and the Lions as well?
I have not, no.
So, the ink is not dry on this one situation. We are also supposed to get Coach Randall L., their wide receiver / assistant head coach from Detroit as well. He wants to follow Ben Johnson wherever Ben Johnson goes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, any thoughts on that?
I feel bad for the Detroit Lions. They're just slowly getting picked and prodded.
Well, my thoughts would be, did we get a new offensive line coach yet?
Not yet. Right now, we're still campaigning for offensive line coach.
Because that's the issue. That's the issue.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we're finally noticing that it's not always the quarterback's fault.
No, it's our O-line. Our O-line it's the coaching and it's also the players too. Like I saw something on Instagram of like what we need to fix the O-line, and it's definitely the first priority is a coach, because the coach knows the ins and outs of the O-line.
Yeah.
And I feel like whoever we pick, they're gonna look at years and years of tape from like the past few seasons, and they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, okay, we need to get rid of these 4 out of 5, and just start from the bottom." Because Darnell Mooney is an asset. Okay, yeah, he has a couple hot and cold seasons, but that's because the people that play around him hasn't been keeping up with his speed of play.
You know, that O-line had more holes in it than the fishnet shirts Jordan.
And correction, his name is
Bitch, you jealous.
His name is Wright, not Mooney. It's
yeah,
it's Wright, not Mooney. My bad.
I mean, but yeah, hopefully they get that in order, and we can actually see some progress, and they won't do me like they did this year, where they start off hot and then
tape it off.
I mean, ain't nothing worse than last year's. That losing games that we should not lost was very.
Well, we saw it this year. We saw it this year
hard.
too. We lost games that we shouldn't have lost because of what Eberflus and the offensive coordinator was doing. I don't know if these guys hated each other. I don't know if these guys was like, okay, week 9, I'm gonna call the shots, and you take week 10. All I know is the fact that at one point everybody was on the same page, and then both guys just lost it. I was not a fan of Eberflus when he was announced that he was going to be our head coach. After that, I would have been fine if we would have got Pete Carroll over Eberflus any day. At least we would have left out of there with an 8-9 record.
Something. I don't know, man. It's
at least an 8-9 record or something.
Here's the thing: with us trying to work to get more, looking at the Detroit Lions after what I believe was a good round for them until they got knocked on their ass by the Commanders of all people. and them just getting
But
shit
it's
stripped.
one of those things where it's like
every
one
which
of those
way.
things where it's like Ben Johnson. I'm pretty sure he loved it in Detroit. I'm pretty sure he liked his position. I'm pretty sure he's well respected. But I felt like he wanted leadership, and as Bears, we are in the top 10 as far as like money and cap space. We showed up with the money truck, and we got our guy before anybody else could get him. So now, if you watch ESPN or read ESPN or whatever people listeners out there are subscribing to, the NFL is scrambling. When Ben Johnson's name was scratched off the board, the NFL was in a frenzy. And then there was like, Aaron Glenn is still out there. Aaron Glenn is still out there. So people had, kind of like, ooh, let me wipe the sweat off my brow. But when Aaron Glenn went to the Jets, oh my God, NFL phones were just ringing off the hook. They was like, wait, no. Hold on. Who's still out there? Now, since those two big names are off the board, it's pick of the litter.
Yeah.
It is literally pick of the litter right now.
Hopefully they don't fuck me up next year. That's all. That's it. That's all. God, they make it hard to be fans. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really do, man. They really do. But I do hope that we turn it around this year. And I just hope that we clean it up. The last topic, I'm gonna let you guys talk. I gotta go run to the door, so I'm gonna kick it off for you guys. Whose man's is this? And the sole nominee is America.
You know what? Let me tell you about these American bastards. We can't do shit correct.
No, obviously not.
Like, I don't know what's been up with America. Yes, I do. We're idiots.
Yeah.
A lot of us are fucking idiots.
I mean, let's think about it. As a country, we're taking away people's rights. We still haven't fixed the mass shooting problems. That one guy's back, and then he brought a fucking South African idiot with him. Basically, we're being sold off to giant tech companies. They want to get rid of the one giant tech company they can't control.
Wild.
It's just wild. Yeah.
I never heard that one man that's back in office say, "Let's go ahead, take the Gulf of Mexico, make a Gulf of America." Hey, can we have Greenland? No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. Can we have Greenland?
It's official now.
That's an official thing.
It's official now. That's the Gulf.
Nigga, I'm about to wait.
Of America.
How? We don't even what? That don't make no damn sense. Yeah. You know what? I really hope Canada turns off the power.
Yeah, me too.
Like, it's a bad thing to say out loud because it's gonna affect Wisconsin. It's gonna affect
New York.
Yeah.
But fuck them.
Somebody
need to be taught a lesson, and unfortunately, it's us.
Exactly. Stand on fucking business. Put your feet 2 feet down at that border and say, "Fuck y'all," and then pull the switch.
Yeah.
That's really all we got. Because it's even crazy. Because if we go back to the first topic, I just seen a fuck around and find out story about how a veteran just realized that his insurance isn't getting covered at Walgreens. Mm-hmm. And someone had to explain the reason why, and it's because of the person that they voted for. Starts and tariffs. Also, I'm still trying to figure out why people don't understand the concept of tariffs. But
people aren't smart. The American education system is ass. They've gutted it to pure nothing. Linda McMahon is on the board, head of Board of Education. Come on.
I forgot that.
Linda McMahon. What the fuck does she? I'm gonna take it back to my Kanye, right? I like Linda McNair, but what the fuck she know about education?
No, for real.
Are we talking about Mrs. McMahon?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
God. So when that broke the news, I was like, dang, we're not even close to election time and it's already tanking. Already tanking. and I made the joke that kids are gonna be fighting for their grades in the Hell in a Cell match against the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, wait a minute, player.
She probably got Teddy Long out of retirement and be like, hey, I need you to be the principal at this school. Grades are failing, and we need you to schedule Hell in a Cell matches with the Undertaker for an A+ in chemistry.
I swear, if an 8th grade student randomly comes out the blue with a money in the bank briefcase to throw at the teacher, be like, "I want this.
Jordan,
I can check him out 100%."
You got the money in the bank case to exchange grades with another on report card pickup.
Yo, that's insane. Oh, watch out! I want this. I want his report card. I want his.
Oh my God, you got straight D's and F's, but this person got straight A's. I'm cashing in my briefcase because I want his report card.
Well, hold on. You're cooking though. It would be funny, but you're cooking.
Man. It would be great, man. It would be great.
Man, how long do y'all think we as America got before shit hits the fan completely?
We just need one keeping on the WWE references. We just need that CM Punk pipe bomb. That's all we need.
Yeah. Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, once somebody do something like that, it's up and stuck, as the New York niggas would say.
Oh yeah. We need that, and we also need you know what? We also need a UFO sighting, but not one of the ones that they've been labeling as UFO sightings. We need the one from Independence Day.
I mean, that'll probably bring the whole world together. That might actually.
Yeah.
If you alien niggas listening, go ahead do
exactly.
We need a comment.
We need extraterrestrial.
I know y'all might not want to be ops, but we kind of need a comment. Yeah, we need not.
We need extraterrestrial activity to bring this nation together.
Not just the nation. Bring the whole planet together.
Exactly, please.
Yeah.
Pangea.
Yeah.
Pangea comes back together?
Yeah. Right.
Give us an op that we can all go, you know what? I might not like you, but I hate that nigga.
Right.
That's what we need.
Exactly. We need Pangea back. Yeah, alien invasion and a CM Punk pipe bomb. Because, my God, I don't even know how we gonna wrap these 4 years out.
We gonna rock them out like we did the last 4. It'll be fine.
It will.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more different when the first 4 days of that man being in office again.
Hey, black people survived Reagan. They survived Nixon. We can survive this nigga. He pussy.
Also, unrelated but slightly related. I thought Melania left Trump.
No, of course not. He paid her more. She stayed.
That's wild.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah, man, she came back like my boy from Mortal Kombat with that hat, with the syringe. Yes,
Kung Lao.
She came out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my God. Somebody probably lied to her face and was like, yeah, it's Fashion Week in New York. She was like, oh yeah. Man made a detour to this man being sworn in. Oh man, everything about her fit said hateful 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My goodness.
All right. Wrap this shit up, Alex.
All right, y'all. This has been another episode of A Family Podcast, man. Hey, man, come holla at us, man. All right, come holla at us, man. You know, we are individuals outside of this show. I'm gonna kick things off. My Instagram handle is sir_. Crenshaw. You can find me on IG. Floyd.
I ain't as friendly as Alex. Don't come find me unless you got some money in your hand. If you got some money, you can find me on everything at Floaty Jojo, which includes Cash App, Venmo, Quick Pay, whatever you got.
All right, Jordan.
I guess. If y'all cool, we can chat or whatever. Jojo the third _ But if you talk about anything else, go to Floyd.
Don't come here if you ain't got money.
Yeah, we're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna keep things afloat. We're gonna try and get the page revamped. But just stay tuned. Like, we back. We ain't never gone nowhere. You know. And peace, y'all.
Bye, bitches.
Bye-bye.